Did you know that money and wealth creation are the most common things that people focus on in their personal development space? Do you know how many people are obsessed with figuring out how to get more money in their hands because they feel crippled by their financial situation? Welcome to day 20. Today we are talking about manifestation and money. Why I had to do a completely separate and specific conversation about this particular area of manifestation, because I know that for some of you, in order for you to create the things that you want, you believe that you need to have that cash, that hardcore dollar. So one of the areas that I wanted to make sure that I created some time for was to discuss your relationship with money and your money energy as it relates to the things that you are manifesting in your life. And so today we're going to do that. We're going to spend just a few minutes checking in on your belief about money and your belief about how you are able to manifest all the different things you dream about. The truth of the matter is, guys, a lot of times we put whole heap of things on our vision boards and we write on a lot of goals. And especially when you live in Jamaica, you will be in this bubble of creation and then you step outside into your reality and it literally feels like you get a weight on your shoulder. Even in Trinidad, I realize now there's a big challenge with getting US dollars. And so in Trinidadians' minds, there is this big block around being able to access a particular type of currency on which they may be very dependent. So there is a lot of this money conversation in the space, and it can really suck the energy out of your manifestation dreams. So I get it. I get it 100%. That's why I wanted to make sure that I did an extra special conversation where we're not only talking about wealth consciousness and wealth consciousness principles, but I was also going to provide you with a tool that you can download to help you with managing your money energy. Let's get into it. First things first, I want you to understand that the true nature of abundance is about energy exchange. And these last few days, where we have been focusing a lot on actually actioning our manifestation, we've been talking a lot about energy because it's such a foundational part of being able to bring things to life. Money is like frozen energy. And therefore, if you can think about it, wherever your attention goes, that's where your energy is going to flow. So if your energy is flowing in a space of ease when it comes to money, then you're going to start to see that actual tangible cash flow. When you think about it, guys, the actual concept of money has evolved over our lifespan. Remember, at one point in time, grain was money. So this bag of oats that I'm holding here at one point in time was very, very valuable, and it was being traded for some other kind of value exchange, some other kind of energetic exchange. Then, of course, eventually we got into cash, right? So we got into cash. And so then it became this as the value exchange, the frozen value exchange. And now, guess what? Oh my gosh, you have the cards. Cards are a way to do that exchange, that energetic exchange of value. And beyond the cards. So when you think about money in that way, you recognize that it's really less about the tangible asset, the frozen way that that energy appears, and more about how you are responding to money and how you are going to be showing that you have abundance all around you. So it's to step away from the attachment to this cash, the frozen energetic manifestation, and to become more in the space of the abundance energy. Sometimes people are worried about getting money so that they can buy groceries. And then, le voila, somebody shows up at their door with an extra Hana banana or an extra thing of ackee or some mangoes. And we don't realize, we don't think for a moment, oh my gosh, this is actually supporting the thing that I'm trying to manifest. And the reason we don't see it is because we're stuck on this. We're stuck on thinking about it this way. In one of my episodes on my tea time, I talked about how many trips I took last year in 2024 that were absolutely free. I mean, trips to exotic locations. I'm talking in Bermuda, Grenada. I didn't pay a cent, right? And the reason for that is because I'm in this high energetic space of abundance and manifestation. I'm in that space and I'm thinking about all the things I want to create. And yes, I want to have the tangible things because I have cash related things that I have to pay for. And at the same time, I have to start paying attention to where I may not be getting the cash, but I'm actually getting and experiencing the abundance of whatever it is I'm trying to create. So I'm getting better at it, and I want to help you to shift your thinking so you can get better at it. One of the practices that you can do is right now, you can look at a money item that you are waiting for the cash to pay for. Just look at it. Maybe it's a school fee that you need to pay for. Maybe it's your rent, or maybe it is utility bills, just general bills, right? Just look at that item and look in your life at the other things that have come in that aren't in the cash form. What gifts have you recently received? Do you have something stashed away that could potentially help you with covering the cost of something, but because you're waiting for the cash, you didn't realize that you had this gift over here? I'll give you another example. I was working on my tuition, college tuition. I talk about college school fees and tuition all the time. My kids joke with me about it all the time because it's something that I'm always paying, right? And the other day I was working through one of the university tuitions, and I was talking to my mom on the phone, and I was like, oh my gosh, these university fees are like astronomical. I have to find money for this and money for that and da 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 da. And she was like, didn't you at one point have a university fund for the kids where you were putting aside money? And I was like, and I went and I dug up in my email and I found this thing and I wrote to the people and I was like, hey, did I ever get to the point of this, da, 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 da? And 2 days later, they wrote back and they said, yes, ma'am, you have 3 years worth of savings for your university, for your child, so and so and so. Now, you see, had I not been open to the possibilities that existed in the space, I would have probably been so caught up in trying to find the cash and so stressed out by not seeing the cash that I would not have been able to even be in a space to have an easy and open conversation with my mom, which then led to me recalling that there was this thing that I had done where this money was now sat waiting for me to use it. All right. So this is where I'm saying to you guys, money is about energy, and the energy is abundance. You want to get into that abundant energetic flow. And so what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to provide you with some wealth building affirmations, some of which I have personally used to help me to shift my money mindset and my wealth consciousness into a space where I'm more focusing on abundance energy and less on having the actual cash in my hand. Okay? So get your money manifestation guide, get those affirmations, figure out how to use it, and let us manifest some wonderful abundance for 2025. Money and more is what we say. Okay, so keep on growing and glowing, guys. We have one more day left in this challenge, and I'm so grateful to you for sticking it out with me. I'll see you tomorrow on the final day of the 21-day Mindful Momentum Challenge. Take care.